All right, welcome back to the Onebar and Lupagus show. I'm Onebar with Lupagus. Dexter Lawrence. Dexter Lawrence. Could the Vikings potentially look? Should they look at Dexter Lawrence or a big trade? This episode is brought to you by Top the Tater, the most delicious treat you should have in your fridge, made right here in Minnesota. Same recipe for 60 years means they're doing something right.
Why would you change perfection? It's truly the dip that tastes like home. Chips, veggies, whatever you want to dip in there, it's going to be fantastic. I think it's going to be a big part of my lunch today.
Oh, man. It's so good. If you don't have one of these in your fridge, get your butts to the store. Get you some Top the Tater. They got a plethora of different flavors, so check them out. So thanks to Top the Tater. Let's talk Dexter Lawrence. Scuttlebutt out there. Like, the Vikings should, most from fans. Nothing from reliable sources.
Yeah, fans have put out there the Purple Persuasion, who we're good friends with. They've been putting out there on their Twitter feed. They keep pushing it. Actually, it's kind of almost an agenda they're pushing. So let's talk about Dexter Lawrence first as a player. 6'4", 340-pound behemoth. An absolute behemoth.
I bet he would love Top the Tater.
I bet he would. He could eat so many tubs. He's 26 years old, almost 27. He's got, here we go, 24 career sacks, 278 tackles. He's played left end. He's played right end. He's played nose tackle. He's played just D-line in general. He's bounced all around. This dude is just a Pro Bowl player, an all-pro type of player, a game changer on the defensive line. So, yeah, I mean, you definitely want add a guy like this to your team.
Dexter Lawrence, everybody wants a Dexter Lawrence. I mean, the dude signed through 2027. He's in year 2 of that contract that ISK gave him. Only like the 9th highest paid defensive lineman. Vikings could easily afford contract. We all know that. Still only 26, almost 27. Prime of his career. And, I mean, he can get the quarterback, but his bread and butter is stuffing that run. He stuffs that run, and he is fantastic at it. So let's look at this. So first, from the Giants standpoint, they're not even close. I mean, they're bad. Like, they got this stud on their team wasting years away.
Yeah, and then you get the Vikings other side that where the window is just starting to open. And you mentioned you can afford him, rookie contract on a quarterback coming up here. This is the time for the Vikings to make a big swing and invest in a player like this, a guy who can, if your window's opening and you're truly going to compete for the next 5-6 years, and a guy like this is going to help you ensure that you are going to be competitive over that time frame.
Yeah, I mean, the compensation is going to be huge. First round minimal, multiple first round picks, whatever. And you can look at what the Vikings have next year. Oh, they only got a first and like a fifth. Who cares? If it comes to Dexter Lawrence, I don't give a if I got a draft pick for the next 10 years.
Well, and the other thing is, I mean, earlier in the season when I first saw this trade flow out there, I said, why would we do that? Doesn't make any sense. But now when you look at it, if the Vikings truly are going to be good this year, be a Super Bowl contender, you're probably picking 28 to 32 somewhere in there. And you're not going to find a player with this kind of caliber at that point in the draft. So that, if you just want to add good players, like it goes against my whole entire belief, my philosophy, because I love the draft. I love adding talent to the draft.
Hasn't worked.
Sometimes you just got to spend to get it. And this may be a case where it makes sense for the Vikings to do just that.
Yeah, I mean, Giants fans are out there like, there's no way in hell we're trading this guy. If we traded him, our front office would be fired immediately, all this stuff. They're probably going to get fired anyways. Like, the Giants need compensation. Dexter Lawrence probably doesn't want to be a Giant anymore. He wants to come wear that beautiful shade of purple. We add him to this defensive line, a defense that's already damn near dominant. It would be absolutely insane. Him, Harrison Phillips, Jerry Tillery, you got the Bulldog in the mix there. You got our beautiful edge rushers. Like, adding him to this team takes an already top team in the NFL and just makes them that better. Especially when look at the team like the Lions. David Montgomery, dude, just out there pounding left and right. You need a big boy that can stop that.
You do. So my only question is, and you said like a team that's already up there, right? We're already there without him. And I think that's the hesitant. Like, do you need to invest in a player like this when this defense is already playing lights out without him? That's where I'm having to hang up a little bit.
I don't know. You need the cherry on top of your sundae. It just makes it a little bit better. Do you need to? I mean, I'm willing to do anything the Vikings have to do to ensure that this defense gets better and to ensure that we can make a deep run potentially in the playoffs. And Dexter Lawrence is only going to help that. And if it doesn't help this year, we got him for the next, 4 years. Like we got these guys. Our defense is pretty much set. I mean, there's some questions in the secondary, but bring them in. When it comes to draft compensation, as long as it's not completely idiotic, I don't care about the draft anymore. I want a Super Bowl.
Yep. Yeah, I'm on the same page. Like, should the Vikings look at trading for Dexter Lawrence? To answer that question, yes, they should. I'm all in on it. Let's do it.
I don't think I just don't think the Giants are going to trade him. And if they are, you're right. You said it earlier. It was a great point. Like, we could have a late first round pick. Like, what do they want that for? You're not going to replace the Dexter Lawrence, but if the Giants get desperate, if they're in fire sale mode, they're firing their whatever, anything is possible. I would love it. It's a dream. It probably won't happen, but dreams are what make life tolerable.
Hey, every trade deadline so far, Quasey's made a move, right? Hawkinson, Josh Dobbs last year. That's coming up in a couple weeks. Maybe he's going to do it again. Keep that streak going.
He's not afraid to trade. And while next year our draft picks, like I said, it's first and a fifth, and then we're going to get a comp pick.
Depending on the comp, yeah.
Whatever. The year after that, we got I think we got a full load there. So you know what? Go for it. Swing for the fences.
100%. So let us know in the comments what you guys think. Should the Vikings trade for Dexter Lawrence? Think you're going to top the Tater? Go get yourself a tub or two at the store right now. Look at that. You can't miss it. I mean, that green just sticks out. It just glows.
Go for the family size. Don't even bother with the small one. You're going to wish you got the family size.
Yeah, you'll regret it if you don't. All right, guys. Also remember this: if you commit any crime at sea, you are considered a pirate.